January 24th, 2021. We're at the St. Patrick Cemetery in Blakely. We're taking a walk into the Blakely Falls mine. We're walking in from the bottom of the cemetery into this road that'll take us into the mine. The road is not too bad for walking. Looks like a lot of quads came down here. QT was here, I guess.
QT.
He explores everywhere we do. A lot of slag here from the mines. You can tell there's a lot of mining done around here. All this whole hill we're walking on is slag. Now we reached the area where the snow starts. Something hanging on the tree here.
Middle of winter in this still.
Yeah, those fuzzy, it's not a caterpillar, I'm not sure what it is. Hanging on this one tree. Headed in on the trail, snow-covered trail. And a lot of hills in here that are made from mining, slag and whatever. There may be a lot of openings down here we don't even know about. Somebody cut this tree down with a hatchet. Got a lone pine tree there and some garbage, of course. An old car seat on the way into the mine. From someone's shoe. A piece of snow with the letters in it.
Beautiful winter day.
Turns out that little piece of snow is from David's shoe from yesterday. Continuing on the path, it gets a little steep here. But it looks like somebody built a little campsite down here.
But yeah, just exploring, as we can see right here.
Yeah, a lot of slag from the mines here. Definitely a lot of mining done in this area. Continuing on the trail, we're down near the creek. I can hear the water running, not too far. The mine is up the creek a little bit. Man-made wall down there on the south side of the creek. All these mountains here are made out of slag that came out of the mines. Lots of coal, and this is the waste. They say there was 4 times as much coal that came out as the waste. We're looking down at Halt's Creek that comes right down the mountain and eventually drains in the Lackawanna River. Goes down through Blakely. Look at that slag, all from inside the mines. And to figure that 4 times as much coal came out as slag, it's amazing. Another view of Halt's Creek. Still walking in. Didn't get to the mine yet. We're crossing a bridge right now on that Halt's Creek, and it looks like it's made of breaker screens that they use to screen the coal. You see the holes in it. This side are a little bit smaller holes. Concrete workings, and there's some wood pylons. A lot of rock down in there. Part of a wall, it looks like they're embedded in concrete. Another part of a concrete wall there. And right here some metal sticking out too. Looking like this part of the embankment is where this rock wall was. The rock that's embedded in concrete, and it probably fell right over from here. And probably not too long ago. It looks like a fresh dirt there. We're looking down Halt's Creek right now, down towards Peckville and Blakely and Dixon City. Walking across this bridge now. Dave said make some noises when you walk on it. I'm not sure how strong it is. Interesting rock formations here. They were here naturally. They definitely didn't come out of the mines, but the coal was probably embedded in this type of rock. Because they did have a mine here, so there probably is coal, maybe still coal left under there too. Looking up Halt's Creek, up towards Scott Township. This creek comes underneath Route 6, up there where the red light is, and at the entrance to St. Patrick Cemetery. John's going to check out this, could be possibly a mine, and added up there, or it could be part of a creek bed. But he's walking up the side of the hill now. This could also be an old collapsed mine. It's hard to say. We're not sure on that. But it does look like coming down the side of a mountain when they get a lot of water, water comes down. It looks like an old dried up creek bed. But this could very possibly be a collapsed mine. It's another view of that trench cut in the ground. It could be where a lot of water comes down when it rains. Another view of those rocks. Very interesting hillside here. John working his way back down. We'll find out what he saw up there, if it is a mine or not.
So up at this little hole out of the mountain, there's just a bunch of ice up there. It's actually, the ice is so solidified that I even tried kicking it to the side.
Does it look like a mine entrance?
No.
Okay.
No.
Probably where the water runs down.
The rocks are sideways.
Yeah.
They're just a lot of those little slitted rocks.
Yeah, okay.
Slanted, but no.
All right.
But it did look like from up there, but no. Just
looking down Halls Creek, a nice view down here. Really nice day out here for hiking. Really nice view here of this Halls Creek. A lot of rocks, a lot of steep climbing on the other side. It was way up there. Looking along Halls Creek. As the direction we're going, it eventually comes underneath Route 6. And we're looking up at the mine. We're looking at Halls Creek right now, right below the mine, and it might be difficult to cross with the ice, but there's the back door on the entrance to the mine. I was last here around 2007, and we were able to cross because it was in the summer, and there was a lot of cold air coming out, so it's probably a deep mine. A lot of man-made rock walls. A big piece of concrete here amongst the rocks. John and Dave are crossing the creek. There's John down the bottom. Looking at that mine, and I could see a pile of rock inside. The roof definitely collapsed. It's probably very good that it's gated up. It's probably very dangerous inside there. I can see a lot of rock laying in there low where it collapsed. From this far away, very visible. There's Dave working his way up. Dave made it over there. There's John working his way over. Looks like he's coming back down now. I'm scaling the mountain now. I'm waiting on this side because it's a little difficult for me with my leg. It looks like Dave is still sticking around there looking in. Probably getting pictures inside. And John made it.
Looks like a lot of the roof came down. It's open at the bottom. I don't feel any air coming out at all. This mine may be sealed off with ice right now. That is a wall of ice. Looks like a slope. It goes down at a slight angle. Got a nice archway made out of concrete, but it doesn't go very far. Yeah, that is all ice. There may be a tiny amount of airflow. That leaf is blown around. That's pretty much in the mine. I can't really feel any air at all.
John and Dave way down there, coming back. I just climbed up this embankment. I was just told by two people this is the best way to get up to the falls. I'm looking way down on another nice view.
Did you get my text?
Of that creek. We're looking at the wall here on Route 6 and the guardrail here. That's the exit going down into Blakely and Dixon City. We're waiting on John to come up. We just walked up this way. We're headed up to the falls.
Down in the water there.
Looking up towards the falls. And we got two people from Archibald sitting there. Looking down Halls Creek. Really nice place up here, nice view. John is way down there. I don't know if he's going to work his way up here or not. And the two people we saw up here, they're still there. At the falls, Blakely Falls. Really nice up here, and you see the billboards up there. We're not far from Route 6. What a beautiful falls though. A lot of ice. And look right here, this thing hanging is, looks like a fire hose or something. I hope nobody tried swinging over this falls. I mean, that's beyond insane. Very dangerous if they are doing that. But it's a hose, it's tied up there. Somebody climbed up this tree and put that hose there, and it ends right here. They're on their way back. And there's John. And John's down the bottom down there. I don't know if he's going to make it up here or not. Looking at a path that goes around this rock, but we're not going that way because it is slippery. All of this, these leaves have snow on them and ice underneath them. John made it, so he's going to get up to the falls too and get some video, maybe some live feed video. John's standing up there on the rock, getting some pictures. Beautiful falls. Very difficult place to get to. In fact, right now it's very slippery where we've been walking. We got to go very carefully, but we're here and we'll get some good video. We'll put it online later on. John is coming back a different way now. Here we have two rocks. One is leaning on the top of the other one. Another view of that mine from up top. Dave got some close-ups, and you couldn't get in there even if there was no back door. A lot of ice. It's all a wall of ice in there. A lot of water in there. Walking back now, trying to find the best way down. Kind of steep right here under this overhanging rock, and the creek way down below. interesting rock here, conglomerate. It's the only one I've seen like this so far. Yeah, down where John is, but it's pretty steep down there. We're back down where we started when we went up to the falls. Really nice hike today. Slippery, very slippery, but had a good time. John chopping at some ice here. Big icicles.
Each is thick. It's like, I don't know where you have to hit it. You have to hit it down. Zip off.
Piece of metal sticking out of the ground here, so you can definitely tell it's a mining area. John is down there at the creek looking for a way to get across, but it doesn't look too promising right now. Awful slippery with the ice on the rocks, moss on the rocks.
Man, it looks nice.
Looking up the creek again, up towards the falls. Really nice day today here, hiking. And we're on the way out now. We got to head back, cross the creek, and head up to the back up to the car in the cemetery. Crossing the creek again on that little bridge. On the way out. We're headed up the hill now.
That's how cold that water is, brother.
Back up the side of that slag dump on the way back to St. Pat's Cemetery in the car. On the way out. Back at the car in the cemetery.